After breaking down camp, I thought it was time for one more look at the ocean. So this little road right here leads up to the ocean, and it's about a 30-second ride or so before we turn around and head back up north. The wind last night was crazy. My tent poles were starting to buckle. I thought the rain was going to put a giant hole into the side of it. But when I woke up this morning, everything was a-okay aside from being a little wet. So I'm pretty thankful about that. Okay, now we're at the turnoff for the Great Sand Dunes, which is on the west side of New Zealand. Alright, we're starting to get our first glimpses of the dunes here, and I had no idea what to expect, but these things were massive. I was convinced that all I needed to do was crest the top and I could see the ocean. That was not the case. Maybe just a little higher. Let's just keep going a little higher, and you guessed it, just more sand. And I was in motorcycle boots and was not about to walk another 2 or 3 hours to see potentially the ocean. All was not lost though. It truly was beautiful up here. It was really windy, but it wasn't sandblasting you. It was gorgeous. I'm glad I came out, and I recommend anybody to come to these things. Okay, back on the pavement, on our way up to Cape Reinga, which is the very tip of New Zealand, at the very northern tip between the Tasman Sea and the Pacific Ocean, and it's a beautiful ride. Okay, we finally got to the parking lot, and you guessed it, this is a major tourist destination, so if you're on a bike, parking is not a problem. If you're in a car, they do have an overflow lot for you. It's kind of cool up here. You can see that yellow sign in front of me. It's got cities all over the world and distances from this particular point. And it's neat to see just how far removed New Zealand is from the rest of the world. Here's the Pacific side of Cape Reinga, and behind us is the Tasman Sea. Next stop will be one of these little beaches on the Pacific side. Alright, we're back at the beach down here, just one of these offshoots from Cape Reinga on the eastern side of the country, and it's just beautiful. White sand, rolling waves. Okay, now we begin our climb back up to the main highway. It's about a 15-minute ride or so, and the dirt roads are pretty fast, plenty of room for other cars. Okay, off of the main highway again, and onto the dirt road towards Spirits Bay Campground. out of the blue, as we got close to the campsite, there was this gorgeous giant mountain that came out of nowhere. Okay, we got camp set up for tonight. There's unfortunately quite a few people here, but that's okay. I was keen to get some shade compared to last night's debacle. Out in the distance, you guys can't see it clearly, but it was beautiful, majestic, like 24 horses running around in these mountains, and the beach is about 400 meters that way. It just was stunning. It's just a shame there's so many people here. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to make some dinner and crash.